Moderation and transhumanism. In theory, transhumanism would be a movement to look into the future at large changes in how people live their lives. Not just any changes, changes in our biology, perhaps up to AI, but also down to sensory augmentation. We're also looking at more radical changes than just cell phone or portable internet access. These are changes that change the way that societies work. They change the way that people communicate with each other. They are foundational changes, and they affect how we live our lives. But we're looking at broader changes than that. Changes in who we are. Changes in how people are born, how people interact with the world in a more foundational level. Would we be right to be afraid of such changes? Yes. But we can't avoid them. And that's the appeal of transhumanism. Transhumanism is not an ism in the sense of most isms. There's no unified perspective on these matters. There are specific transhumanist movements that have particular ends, and individuals, of course, who have particular itches, from the disabled person who dreams of replacing lost senses, perhaps beyond what able people have, or the libertarian with parental issues, dreaming of societies sustaining themselves without the analog of their parents. There's also people who are passionate about the sciences, or people who want to explore new ways to socially relate to each other. Transhumanists dream about the future. Little more can be broadly said about them. The particular dreams that transhumanists may have, these have risks, and most likely they have costs. Whatever the reason we think of the future, our interests may easily be threatened by actual technological development, its management, or by fellow transhumanists who are looking for something different. There are also other kinds of risks, like new global threats. Ready availability of some kinds of technologies amplifies the power of individuals to create things that would be difficult to destroy or neutralize, from bioengineering to homemade nuclear facilities. More fundamental changes in humanity pose questions to which we have no ready answers. What are the rights of AIs? How can a democracy function if people might copy themselves? What about mental collectives? What would biological immortality mean for our expectations of work or accumulation of privilege? What would it mean if we had video recorders embedded in our skulls to things like copyright or privacy? Alongside these risks are many positive changes. Technology has lifted us from being hardly more than other apes into creatures that can collectively reshape the planet and reach beyond it. The power of the written word was our first step. There are many more we may take when we better understand our biology, our genetics, and how our minds work. Being able to redefine ourselves, creating our own environments and making new stories to enclose our existences, is an exciting and dangerous task.